Let's jump right in. Welcome to today's explainer. If you're one of the nearly 75 million Americans currently receiving Social Security benefits, or even if you're just actively planning for your retirement, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the upcoming adjustments to your benefits for the year 2026. This isn't just abstract policy stuff. These are real, concrete numbers that deeply impact your personal financial planning and your daily life. Okay, let's get into it.
Here's the absolute biggest piece of news. Benefits are officially going up. The Social Security Administration announced a 2.8% cost of living adjustment, which we usually just call the COLA. So what does that percentage actually translate to for your wallet? Well, it's roughly an extra $56 a month for the average retiree. That bumps the average monthly retirement check from 2015 up to approximately $2,071 in 2026.
To make sure you get the absolute most out of this explainer, here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with the 2026 COLA increase, then take a look at the Medicare Part B offset. After that, we'll hit the new rules for working while receiving benefits, the shifting retirement age and maximums, the tax changes for earners, and finally the key dates you need to mark down.
First up, Section 1, the 2026 COLA increase, what it means for your check.
Now, depending on how you file, your exact check is going to look a little different. Here's a quick breakdown of the new estimated average monthly benefits across different groups so you can find exactly where you fit in. For retired workers, the new average sits at $2,064. For spouses of retired workers, it's $981. If you're receiving survivor benefits, your new average is $1,619. And for disabled workers, it moves to $1,627. And honestly, the best part about this increase is completely automatic. You don't need to file any paperwork, you don't need to sit on hold on the phone, it just happens.
Moving to Section 2, the Medicare Part B offset. Basically, the catch to your increase.
So here's the reality check. For most folks on Social Security, your Medicare Part B premium just gets pulled straight out of your monthly check. In 2026, the standard monthly premium for Medicare Part B is projected to jump from $185 up to $202.90. That's an extra $17.90 a month, nearly a 10% hike. That premium increase literally eats up about a third of your $56 COLA bump right off the bat. When the dust finally settles, your actual net increase is going to be closer to $38.10 a month. It is absolutely crucial to know this so you aren't completely caught off guard when you open that first statement in January.
Also, just a quick heads up, premiums aren't the only healthcare costs going up. The annual deductible for Medicare Part B is climbing in 2026 to $283, which is up from $257 last year. So if you actively use your Medicare benefits, that's another slight increase to your out-of-pocket costs you really need to plan for. And keep in mind, these are just the standard rates. Higher income folks might be paying even more.
All right, Section 3, working while receiving benefits. Knowing your limits.
If you're receiving Social Security, but you're still out there working and earning wages, you really need to pay close attention because the goalposts have definitely moved. The government caps how much you can earn before they start dialing back your benefits, and it all revolves around your full retirement age, or FRA. If you're going to be under your full retirement age for the entire year of 2026, your earnings limit is now $24,480. But if you're actually hitting your full retirement age during 2026, your limit for the months right before your birthday is a lot higher. It's $65,160.
So what happens if you earn more than that? Well, the penalties kick in, but they're different depending on your age bracket. If you're under your FRA all year, the Social Security Administration will withhold $1 from your benefits for every $2 you earn over that $24,480 limit. If you reach your FRA in 2026, it's slightly less aggressive. They hold back $1 for every $3 you earn over the $65,160 limit. But here's the absolute game changer. Once you officially hit your full retirement age, the limit completely vanishes. Gone. You can work and earn as much as you want with absolutely zero reduction in your benefits. The whole shebang is yours. Just remember, these limits only apply to wages and self-employment, not your pensions, investments, or annuities.
Section 4, retirement age and maximums. The rule of 67.
We've been throwing around the term full retirement age quite a bit, so let's lock down exactly what that means for 2026. Your full retirement age is the exact age when you can collect 100% of your earned retirement benefits. And for anyone born in 1960 or later, that magic number is officially cemented at 67, period. So the main takeaway here is, if your birth year starts with a 1960 or higher, 67 is the specific target you've got to keep in mind for full benefits.
Let's see how this actually builds into your monthly payout, because honestly, when you choose to claim your benefits is easily one of the most important financial decisions you will ever make. Check this out. If you choose to claim as early as possible at age 62, your monthly benefit takes a permanent 30% hit. But if you wait until your full retirement age of 67, the absolute maximum monthly benefit you can get in 2026 is $4,152. Now look at the massive leap if you wait. If you delay claiming and max out those retirement credits until age 70, your maximum benefit shoots all the way up to $5,181 a month. That is a massive financial contrast, and it perfectly shows how the new COLA increase and those delayed retirement credits really stack up over time.
Moving to Section 5, Tax Changes for Earners. The new wage base. If you're still working and paying into the system, these 2026 adjustments are going to show up directly on your paycheck. The maximum amount of earnings subject to the 6.2% Social Security payroll tax is increasing. For 2026, that cap rises to $184,500, meaning you and your employer only pay Social Security tax on the first $184,500 of your income, anything you earn above that specific threshold. It is completely free from the Social Security payroll tax.
Let's do a little math on that. With a tax rate of 6.2% and that new wage base of $184,500, the maximum Social Security tax an employee will pay out of pocket in 2026 is $11,439. That's a noticeable bump from last year. And hey, if you're self-employed, you're on the hook for both the employee and employer share, so your maximum is double that amount. One quick aside though, while Social Security taxes eventually cap out, the 1.45% Medicare tax absolutely does not. Every single dollar you earn is subject to the Medicare payroll tax, no matter how much you're making.
Finally, Section 6, Key Dates and Next Steps. Mark your calendars.
To make sure you're totally prepared, here is the exact chronological rollout. By November 19th, 2025, you'll really want to be signed up for digital notices so you can get your info ASAP. Throughout December 2025, the Social Security Administration is going to start mailing out the physical paper notices. On December 31st, 2025, those receiving Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, will actually see their increased payments arrive. And for all other Social Security beneficiaries, your new, higher adjusted checks will hit your accounts in January 2026.
Honestly, the absolute best way to stay on top of all of this and skip waiting for the snail mail is to get your information directly from the source. It's a super simple 3-step plan. First, head over to ssa.gov/myaccount. Second, create a new account or just log into your existing one. Third, you can securely view your personalized 2026 COLA notice. Doing this can sometimes get your info up to 3 weeks earlier than it arrives in your mailbox.
Well, we've covered a ton of ground today, from the $56 COLA bump and the Medicare premium catch to the shifting earnings limits and tax caps. But the biggest takeaway here is how you apply this to your own life. Knowing that delaying your claim to age 70 could yield up to $5,181 a month compared to a permanent 30% cut at age 62. I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Are you actively timing your retirement to maximize your maximums, or are you just waiting around for the next check? Use this 2026 data to really strategize your future. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope it empowered you with the knowledge you need for the year ahead. Take care and happy planning.